planning to carry out a mass killing spree. 49-year-old Christopher Paul Hassan was arrested on Friday on drug and gun charges, but in a detention memo filed this week, prosecutors say he had been cultivating a stockpile of weapons and ammo since 2017, with plans to launch a widespread attack on prominent Democratic lawmakers and several high-profile journalists. A search of his Silver Spring, Maryland home found guns and 1,000 rounds of ammunition, according to court documents. Prosecutors say he embraced extremist views for years and began following the manifesto of a white supremacist Norwegian terrorist who shot and killed 77 people in 2011. Prosecutors claim that on January 17th, the same day that Hassan compiled a list of prominent people to target, he performed Google searches on phrases including "What if Trump illegally impeached?", "Best place in D.C. to see Congresspeople," and "Civil war if Trump impeached." A federal law enforcement officer tells NBC News those searches on his work computer threw up a red flag for the Coast Guard. This comes just 4 months after the arrest of a Florida man charged with sending more than a dozen pipe bomb packages to prominent critics of President Donald Trump. The very next day, a Pennsylvania man opened fire at the Tree of Life Synagogue in Pittsburgh, killing 11. The accused killer frequently posted prolific anti-Semitic threats, as well as conspiracy theories about the caravan of migrants traveling north from Honduras toward the U.S. border. President Trump has repeatedly called for stopping the caravan and claimed, without providing any evidence at all, that Middle Easterners and criminals were among the migrants. And all of this comes as the publisher of the New York Times is reacting to the president's latest attack, following the paper's reporting that raised new questions about obstruction of justice. The president tweeted, quote, "The New York Times reporting is false. They are a true enemy of the people." To which Times publisher A.G. Sulzberger responded in part, "The phrase enemy of the people is not just false, it's dangerous. It has an ugly history of being wielded by dictators and tyrants who sought to control public information. And it is particularly reckless coming from someone whose office gives him broad powers to fight or imprison the nation's enemies. As I have repeatedly told President Trump face to face, there are mounting signs that this incendiary rhetoric is encouraging threats and violence against journalists at home and abroad." And there's more, Joe. Roger Stone in the news. We'll get to that, with him going to firing ranges with
talking about civil
extremist
wars.
Freaks.
No, I mean, you've got people calling for the rise of the Klan again, newspaper editors. But Willie, it's not like, I mean, you had the New York Times publisher issue this warning. Donald Trump has been warned repeatedly that talking about enemies of the people is a Stalinist phrase, that it will encourage some of his more unhinged followers. You, of course, had Donald Trump during the rallies that we talked about when he would tell people if they beat somebody up that's against him, he'd pay for their legal bills. Right. He talked about the good old days when people would just be protesters, just be beaten up and taken out in stretchers. He championed a Republican candidate who beat up a journalist for simply asking a question about health care. And so I guess it's just really the timing. We've all known. We've all known that Donald Trump and his words and his attacks about enemies of the people would lead to this type of behavior. This is now the second time that we know about, from the pipe bombs to yesterday, but yesterday was obviously far more specific, far more dangerous. And you know that it's exactly what Donald Trump is encouraging.
You know, words are very cheap to Donald Trump. He says what he has to say in the moment to win the political moment, to win the political day. He doesn't believe the New York Times is the enemy of the people. The New York Times and has craved the New York Times' attention for 40 years. In fact, when he was doing an interview recently, he had to be told by his staff, it's time to go. And he said, nobody kicks the New York Times out of the office. It's the great New York Times. So he doesn't believe that. Words are cheap to him, but they have cost elsewhere. You look at this man, and he's hearing that the media is the enemy of the people. He's hearing about politics talked about in terms of war. He takes that to heart. And if it takes one person, that's enough. And if President Trump wants to continue this rhetoric, it's going to lead to something bad, as we've said many times before. We're lucky it hasn't yet, but it's going to lead to something very terrible happening with somebody in the press.
Well, you're right, Willie. I mean, words are also weapons, and especially when framed by the President of the United States, they are potentially lethal weapons. In this climate, in this country, at this time, with the ocean of guns that are out there and people's access to weapons, this is a lot more than just playing with fire. This is at the edge of being... Yeah, what?
Yeah, no, I would argue, Mike, that bad things, extraordinarily bad things have happened. You had the synagogue shooting in Pittsburgh, a guy talking about Donald Trump's imaginary caravans of migrants invading this country.
Stirring up such hate.
You've had journalists beaten up, and I don't give Donald Trump any free passes on this, and I don't think it's just him throwing words out. I think he knows what actions his words will lead to and what will be encouraged. There were times when you talked to him, and he seemed weirdly pleased that his supporters would beat up other people in the audience. He'd never vocalize it, but he would react in a way that was deeply disturbing. And we saw it. He would encourage people in rallies to cause physical harm, to cause violence to people who do not support him, because at the end of the day, only tyrants use terms like enemies of the people, and Donald Trump has proven, as I've said from the beginning, he's an autocrat in training. The only thing that has held him back has been the United States Constitution.
Joe, we all know what has happened. We all know the recent history of violence propelled in some part by the president's rhetoric. And we have all attended these rallies. And you can see at these rallies that he uses these words, these phrases, with intent.
Well, and consider the contrast, the way that Donald Trump talks about the press. He talks about the press in worse terms than he talks about other dictators around the world who are causing mass starvation and have gulags, Kim Jong-un. And, the way it reminds me of how George W. Bush talked about al-Qaeda. That's how Donald Trump talks about the press on a consistent basis. And I'm so tired of hearing that, oh, Donald Trump, he just says, don't take him seriously, not literally. He's the president of the United States, and we treat him like he is just a child unable to control any of his basic thoughts, and that he's not in a leadership position, and that he's not driving this tenor of anti-free press animus in the country.
Take his words literally.
Yeah.
He knows exactly what he's doing, and he's proven that he knows exactly what he's doing. And knowing him for 11 years, as I have, I'm fairly confident
this is
that he is not disturbed by the news report. In fact, I know he's not disturbed by the news reports. He that as a sign of strength and a sign of passionate support that he tries to churn up every day in his Twitter feed. He tries to churn up every time he calls the media the enemy of the people.
So, and just to sort of help explain why you're saying that so unequivocally, is that we knew him quite well. And I remember our conversation with him about the whole birther controversy, and we just told him to cut it out, that it was so stupid that he should stop. And he goes, I know it's bad. I know it's bad. And then he turned to Joe and he goes, but it works. So winning, more important.